Part 1, Question 2, Article 3, Whether God Exists. These are the famous 5 proofs of St. Thomas, the 5 ways. So much more can and has been said about these proofs. Don't expect any insights here, just a very brief outline. In the previous 2 articles, we've seen that God's existence is not self-evident, but can be demonstrated. Okay, how? Well, God spoke from the burning bush, and God said unto Moses, I am that I am. God speaks. Our job is to listen. But can God's existence be proved by reason to objections? If God is all good and all powerful, why then does he allow evil? And can't everything be explained through science? Isn't the God hypothesis unnecessary, more and more unnecessary with every discovery? The 5 proofs. Notice they start with a common sense observation from the world, not like St. Anselm's proof starting with logic. Number 1, motion. We see motion that implies an unmoved first mover. You see a line of dominoes. It stretches as far as you can see. They start falling over. Cool. Back there someone or something must have knocked a domino over. By motion, Thomas means any change from potential to actual. He mentions a piece of wood that is heated. Wood doesn't heat itself. Dominoes don't knock themselves over. Number 2, causation. We see causes, and that implies an uncaused first cause. That necklace is a family heirloom. It's been handed down for generations. Okay, but it came from somewhere. The statue did not carve itself. Number 3, contingency. Contingent beings, like necklaces and people, things that did not have to exist. We imply a non-contingent being. Simple question. Was there ever nothing? 4, perfection. Thomas returns to the example of heat. Some things are hotter than others. The temperature scale implies a cause and a measure of that genus. Fire. The existence of truth, goodness, and nobility implies something true and perfect and all good, which we call God. Number 5, design. We observe plans in nature. Birds have a plan for their nests. Bees have a plan too. Rivers chart out a course to the sea. The proof is that the cosmos works. It's not a chaos, and it's not by luck. Quote, as the arrow is shot to its mark by the archer, therefore some intelligent being exists by whom all natural things are directed to their end, and this being we call God. Note that Thomas's design argument or teleological argument is different from the so-called intelligent design argument. Thomas focuses not on one individual masterpiece of nature, but on the makeup of the entire system as a whole. A design that includes suffering and evil. As St. Augustine tells us, God only allows evil because he is able to bring a greater good out of it. And yes, natural laws exist, and it's good and proper to study them. And, quote, whatever is done by nature must needs be traced back to God as to its first cause. A dropped rock will fall, and a person has a choice of whether or not to drop it. But even that free choice can be traced back to the first cause of the universe, which is God. Thomas, unlike the materialists, allows for both freedom and natural laws to coexist in the universe. Read the 5 ways for yourself. Read this article. Read about them. Listen to what other people have said about them. Explain them to others. Pick a favorite. Write out more. Have fun with it. But yes, God's existence can be proved.